we'll put it somewhere, because
Road trip.
doing some filming with our little conversations, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would like my mama to see me driving, so
Yeah.
if you got it on me somehow.
I do
Is
got
there a way to make it comfy, though, so you're not just, like, holding it?
Nah, it's good.
Heft.
So anyways, the primary, this is stuff about my game that I want to make. And, okay, so the final boss of the Japan region is the Shogun. He has a crystal katana that's like a memory crystals and shit.
Crystals hold
that lets
memory.
him summon ghosts. And one,
Demon or ghost?
they're technically not either. They're like the memory. They're like the combat data of the person that is a ghost, and it just so happens to look like them.
They're like one and the same and neither at the same time.
It's like imagine if you told explained how to be somebody like perfectly, and that's what these things are, and they're like a hologram.
And they have the likeness of?
Yeah, they look like them, they fight like them. They don't do anything outside of fighting, though.
Are they a blank slate other than fight skills, or they have the person's skills?
They have the person's skills. And
so are they blank?
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't. I'm not sure if they should have. I want them to have a face.
Their own face?
Like, they'll have, like, whatever. Like, they'll not, like, be a blank, creepy ghost. They'll just look.
Wow, do you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Crack kills, man.
Crack kills.
How do you not see that? What?
That guy just ran through traffic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, putting it lightly, and traffic didn't regard his life either. They're like, okay, crackhead, you want to play? And they didn't slow up either. Now, there's a 1% chance that they didn't see him, but,
Yeah.
be a fucking sucky driver if you didn't see human.
And also, this is Dinky. I think you've met her on a handful of occasions.
Right, a little handful.
She's such a good little gremlin. The issue with her right now is that she's in heat and all the boys are going fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, we'll hold it up to your little sweet face while you're talking. Yo,
Yeah, it's only really comfortable when I hold it like this.
when
because
he
I'm
did the
resting.
goat face and he pulled his lips out, I was like, okay, I fucking. I need my eyebrows.
Dinky, you so
What's up? Oh, them piddles. Oh, think-a-ling.
So, okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I guess since she hasn't heard about this. So there's this one boss fight I've been talking about and I'm really interested in, which is the battle with this giant snake, lightning snake. It's supposed to be like a live wire or something.
Not a Shamir. I'm an idiot. I'm just.
I like the name Shamir, but it literally has nothing to do with what he is. And he's a dragon, technically, which is the title of most of the bosses in my game. Pretty much all the characters are robots. And when a robot becomes a dragon, when they replace all their original parts with new parts, and they go insane and become a monster. And pretty much people it's a problem. They have
sit on you while you're yakking, okay?
Okay.
I love you. And higher up, it's always a better angle. One looks a little more attractive when it's not like just staring over at your chin. Okay. Oh yeah. Proceed.
So, dragons, and where dragons come from is people go to these specific like black market doctors or whatever, and they'll turn you into a dragon for like a...
You silly hand. I'm sorry.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to find something to
put your other hand. Put your hand.
Well, Mom, if you're posting this, maybe I should tell the story.
No, it's not like anybody's gonna fucking steal the idea. It's not done yet.
Well, and you know what? We have.
And plus, nobody's
dated.
watching this, and it's dated. Too.
Yeah.
So good point, Mom.
Prove that along the way.
But yeah, this motherfucker new. Look, here it is.
Do.
Okay, so
Watch this become the most
robots turn into dragons due to the help of dragon doctors who turn you into dragon with like plastic surgery, basically. So how this whole process works is they basically like, first things first, you go to the dragon doctor, you find him in, like, the black market or whatever and ask about it. He's like, okay, go get me something. Like, it usually has nothing to do with the dragon process. It's just that he just needs something right now and to let you think about what you're doing. Because once you become a dragon, that's it. You're no going back from this. And you can't even, like, get your memory backed up into some other thing. It's gone. When you're dead, you're dead. Like so, yeah, it's actually a pretty big choice. Wow. And love you, Mom.
Sorry. I'll bring my wallet with me. I'm going to, like, check my card. See if it balance.
Love you. Okay, where was I? I was literally in the middle of a where was I when that happened. Okay, so okay, and then when you get back, you can't really. The dragon doctor isn't like gonna take like you tell him what you generally want your new body to be, and they'll work from that. And the reason you can't come back to life ever again, and it's permanent, is because these robots are designed so that they are pretty much like have like fail safes in them, so you can't just build yourself into a dragon and do whatever you want. These robots were meant to do something, and becoming a dragon is like almost the opposite of what you're supposed to do. And so what they need to do is they need to use a artifact called the Death Key, which is basically a pretty much bans the robots, pretty much, let's say, robot's soul from being able to reincarnate into put in a new robot body. This basically makes it so they're no longer supposed to be in the lamp, and pretty much are they're not being tracked anymore. So all their fail safes turn off, so they can be turned into this. And this Death Key thing, I explained why it would kill you forever. And so, anyway, long story short, this guy turned himself into a big snake dragon thing. And a while back, a bunch of people went to go stop him because since everybody's robots, having a fucking big electric snake guy zapping people with lightning and blowing up batteries is really annoying, so they stopped him. And so when you go figure out about this, in the game, it'll start with some random NPC telling you like, hey, there's like a lot of lightning shit going on right now. Maybe you should go check out if that big snake demon is sealed away, right? What snake demon? Oh yeah, that one up in that mountain over there. So there's just been... I'm not getting into that. Anyways, and once this happens, the entire game gets affected. Like, pretty much anybody using, like, batteries or whatever, they'll explode, there'll be lightning everywhere. And, like, during combat and stuff, lightning strikes, and the background or whatever that represents the world or whatever will have lightning and clouds over it. So he's basically, like, pretty much like poisoning the world or influencing it in some way. And then when you go have to fight him, he's pretty much all like bound in in like little screws and wires and things. So he can't exactly move around, but he's still dangerous and shoots lightning and stuff like that and bites. But he has a very powerful artifact that is holding him in place. It's like a big fork or whatever. And if you want it, it's a really powerful, like, electric weapon. If you want it, you have to, one, not kill him. If he dies or whatever, it destroys the thing. And there's no redos, so this is it. If you mess up here, you never get the fork. Ever. Excuse me. So, did you call?
What? Ow.
Hold on 1 second. What does this say? No.
I have no idea. I actually cannot tell what that says. Just don't do anything.
I'm assuming it was a scam likely or something. So, anyways, so when you finally kill this big snake monster, it'll fix the world and everybody's gonna be happy that you got rid of it, and probably that guy will pay you.
What star?
You have a Bubba.
She's mad I won't let her hit me with her shoe.
Yeah. Okay. And I want to have, like, all the major bosses of my game do stuff like that, where they'll, like, affect the game in some way, or in some way, shape, and or form. And also have, like, major quests and stuff do that, too. Where, like, there's this problem in this one area where, like, there's a big plumbing issue. And there's, like, a big plumbing problem that you gotta go fix. So, in the map, there's, like, a big lake or whatever, it floods and stuff. Stuff that would pretty much tell you, like, okay, man, stop ignoring it. You gotta go deal with this problem before it gets worse. And which is, like, I really want to make this game, like, feel like the world is alive and your actions have consequences. More like your inactions have consequences. And also, I hate it when, like, there's a big deal, like, thing going on in games and stuff, and just nothing is happening. You could just wait forever and like, kind of Breath of the Wild has this in some way, but the entire game is built off of that. I'm not really 100% sure which game specifically would be a good allegory to explain this, but yeah. What else? Oh yeah, the Shogun. I was talking about him like a bit ago, and what happens, he's pretty much having a civil war with his kingdom or whatever, because he wants to get rid of this big force that's, like, generating monsters or whatever. But everybody, like, a bunch of people are saying, no, this is important to have because, like, ecosystem and nature and stuff. And so it's a big, like, eco-civil war.
Jelly, you gonna have coffee?
Okay. So, anyways, this big ecological civil war or whatever. The king, at the end, after you do the main quest line, he, like, will give you, like, he'll summon you to his palace or whatever to go fight him one-on-one, because he hates this war, and he hates how many of his men have to be fucking murdered by you and the other guys. Or you could do the other, I'm not getting into that. Anyways, so, you go over there, and he's like, okay, we're gonna fight one-on-one. If you win, I'll stop trying to burn down the rainforest or whatever. If I win and you die, I'll keep burning down the rainforest. Capiche? And then you get into this big, cool anime fight. He has that sword I was talking about earlier. And a thing about this that makes this boss fight a little bit more impactful is one of your main followers, like, companions in this area.
Well, I'm looking for, like, a piece of tape or something, because maybe we can stick the phone up. Mommy.
I get what you mean.
Cool. Even if it's, like, a label we can rip off or something. Just so you can have it, like, now, I'm back in the fold. Oh, that was a really good find. What about it? Like,
well, it gets hot.
Well, look, it's on the AC. And look, we got a cute little star in the background. My hand will be there. Alright, you hold it there. Hell, that would be kind of a good spot, but you want to sit back or something.
Yeah.
Bear with it 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You can keep talking. I'm going to try and
so there's a big decision you get. After you beat him, you get to either decide to kill him or not. If you decide to kill him, you get his sword and probably some other stuff, but you permanently lose that companion, because he has to become the king now, because, you just murdered his dad, and he's actually kind of upset about it. Just a little. He understands that you needed to do that, and his dad was probably going to murder you first. So he's generally okay about it, but he doesn't want to go with you. And if you spare him, you don't get his sword or some other cool stuff, but you do get to keep his son as a companion, and he's actually pretty happy that you didn't murder his dad. And he will stop trying to burn down the rainforest. And you'll leave the kingdom better off than how you left it. Or, technically you leave it better off how you left it in both cases.
I feel found 2 band-aids.
With a king that's more considerate about nature and a king that has learned his lesson about, being a bit of a dick.
Awesome. Okay.
You okay?
I have a very interesting idea. Now, this shouldn't block
It's too much.
bona fide screen. Almost. That was pretty great.
Yeah,
Almost
and then just put one like
Yeah.
right here.
awesome. Okay. Ba-doop. Something like a soul.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay! It's being held together by literal band-aids.
Yay. Cool. And, as long as you get your little cute nugget head in there and do your yakety yakking, then there'll be no talk backing. Hey.
Okay, what else? So this world isn't like the same as Earth, pretty much. And so the game takes place inside of this thing called the lamp. It's a time capsule filled with all like humanity's, like all their cool stuff, like Excalibur, any other historical finds and stuff. And all these little robots are meant to be taking care of these things and not, forming civilizations and doing stuff. But basically, as soon as humanity disappeared or whatever, they just started doing their own thing and ignoring it.
Right.
And they've been mining these artifacts for like resources and stuff for years. So pretty much most of it has been destroyed. So, and you play as and these robots aren't like normal or even small. They're like really small. Like this is probably how big one of them would actually be. In my hand. And they are made out of like metal and other. So pretty much how these robots were made, it starts a long time ago, like pretty much like 40 years from now. Starts like 40 years from now, where some guy invents this machine that can like pretty much like break the laws of physics in like a controlled area. So you can make like a little zone of no friction. What did she do? She spilt it?
Yeah.
And also the band-aids are not